Title 49, CFR Chapter 2, November 1st, 2015 edition. Part 268, Magnetic Levitation, Transportation Technology Deployment Program. 268 definition, 268.1 definition, 268 three different phases of Magleva Deployment Program. 268.5 Federal Funding Surface of Magleva Deployment Program. 268.7 Federal State Share and Restrictions of the use of federal Maglev funds. Subpart B, Procedural Financial. 268.9 Eligible Participants. 268.11 Project Eligibility Standards. 268.13 Deadline Submission Application for the Pre-Construction Planning Assistance. 268.15 Forms, Contents of Application for the Pre-Construction Planning Assistance. 268.17 Project Selection Criteria. 268.19 Evaluation of Applications for Pre-Construction Compliance and Assistance. 268.21 Down Selection of one or more Maglev projects. Further study selection of one or more projects for the final design and engineering construction findings. Authority to 49 U.S. Standard Code 322, 23 U.S. Standard Code 322, and Title 49 CFR 1.49, Source 65, Federal Register 2344, January 14, 2000, unless otherwise noted. Alright, Subpart A, Overview. Is using this part, QMAQ means Congestion Mitigation Air Quality Improvement Program. Environmental Assessment. EA means for the environmental assessment support with the project description containing the information listed. Statute 268.11 and B61 Environmental Impact Statement, or EIS, means the environmental impact statement which is required for the pursuant of the Statute 268.3. Eligible project cost. The meaning of the cost of the reconstruction planning activity, the capital cost of the fixed guideway infrastructure for the Magleville construction, including land piers, guideways, provision, propulsion, equipment, and other components that attach to the guideways, power distribution facilities, including substation, control, communication facilities, access roads, storage and repair maintenance facilities, but eligible project costs do not include the cost of station vehicles and equipment. Federal Maglev funds, meaning that the funds are provided with under the authority of the Title 23 U.S. Standard Code 322 to may be eligible project cost. Full project cost meaning that the total capital cost of the Maglev project, including eligible project costs and the cost of the station vehicles and equipment. Phase means one of the 5 different phases of the Maglev deployment program. These phases are described in Statute 268.3. Maglev means the transportation system employing magnetic levitation would be capable of the safe use by the public at speeds in excess of 240 miles per hour. Alright, the Maglev Deployment Program means the program authorized in Title 23 U.S. Standard Code 322. The partnership of the potential means the use of terminal commercial feasible study high-speed ground transportation, high-speed ground transportation for America mandated under the Section 1036 of the Intermodal Surface Transportation Act. Efficiency Act of 1991. Under the use of coordinated with existing partnership, the potential must at least meet the following 2 conditions. Private enterprise must be able to run the corridor one built with a paid for the complete self-sustaining intent, the total benefit of the Maglev corridor must equal the exceed of the total cost of the STP, meaning the Surface Transportation Program. NTEA 21 means Transportation Transportation Equity Act of the 21st century. Or 268.3 different phases of the Maglev deployment program. The Maglev program includes 5 of those described in paragraph B through F of the section. The current project of the timing of the implementation of these phases indicate the assistance of the application and planning of their project with all days beyond the first date, but the timeline of the submission of the pre-construction planning application for the planning of the purpose of the only and are subject to change, including the possible acceleration of deadlines based on the program progress of the Maglev deployment program. Grantors will be notified accordingly. 1. The phasing. Phase 1, completion of the phase planning of the grants, planning grants earlier October 1998, September 15, 1991. Inscription in phase 1 states will apply with the funds of the pre-construction planning activities required by the Statute 268.13. Application must be filled with the FRA February the 15th, 1999. FRA will select one or more of the projects to receive the reconstruction planning with the financial assistance awarded under this part of the Perform Phase 2 of the Maglev Deployment Program. 2. Time of the major milestones, February 15th, 1990, planning with the grant applications due. 2. The May of the 24th, 1999, FRA announced for the grants for the planning grants. 3. August 31st, 1999, the FRA plans the grants for the conduct for the activity list in Phase 2. Phase 2, project description development, July 1st, 1999 to June 30th, 2000. Description in Phase 2. Each of the grant recipient will prepare and submit with the FRA the project description supporting the pre-construction planning report on the EA or the supporting reports that may include the demand, revenue analysis of the project specification, cost estimate, scheduling, financial study for the system, safety plan, with including supporting analysis, other information in support with the project description. FRA will use the information reaching the decision project to be down select for the completion of the on-site specific environmental studies, investment grade and revenue with the forecast other study for the analysis prior to the implementation and initiation of the construction. The FRA will initiate the documentation for the environmental factor for the consideration of the project selection process. Alright, 2. Timing major milestones, February 29, 2000. The deadline with the submission appropriate of the EAs and environmental assessment need for the FRA for the down selection of one or more of the projects under Phase 3. June 30th, 2000. Deadline with the submission project for the description of any of the related supporting documents needed for the FRA for the down selection of one or more of the projects. Steve, Phase 3. Project selection process, July 1st, 2000. Subject 30th. July 30th, 2000 to September 30th, 2000. The description FRA will evaluate the information provided with the grant recipient under the Phase 2, will down select one or more of the project completely, and for the additional government and study and investment grade revenue with the forecast for the other study for the analysis necessary prior to the initiation of the construction. Timing of the major milestones, September 30th, 2000, and for the FRA down select for more project the Phase 4 project development and for the completion of the site, specifically of the environmental EIS, October the 1st, 2000, November 30th, 2000. Description and financial assistance of the recipient down selected for the Phase 3 with a complete and additional environmental studies, investment grades, revenue forecasts. Any other studies analysis if necessary prior to the initiation of construction and address for the issues raised with the FRA review of the safety plans, including supporting analysis. They will also initiate the final design with the engineering work for the down selected for the project. If more than one project is down selected for the Phase 3, the FRA will select one of them from the final design, engineering, construction for the funding with the detailed arrangements for the construction and operation for the select for the project. The negotiated time with the major milestones, one with the major March 31st, 2001. If more than one of the projects is down selected Phase 3, the FRA will select one project. December 31st, 2001 will issue the final record of the decision on site specific for the EIS form, the one selected for the project conforming with the project design. F5, Phase 5 with the completion of the detailed engineering construction January 1st, 2002 beyond. And Phase 5 with the sponsoring state of the state design with the state authority will oversee the efforts of the public and private partnership form of the progress selected project. Complete the detailed engineering design, financing construction equipment to operate the project. The revenue surface of the construction will be guaranteed. Will be contingent upon the appropriation of federal funds for the no event with the construction authorized for the FRA will fully establish, satisfied with the system meets the appropriate safety. 268.5 federal funding of the source of the Maglev deployment program. The federal the Maglev funds section 322 for the title 2223 provide with the following funding for the Maglev deployment program. 1. The contract authority 55 million have been made available for the Maglev deployment program as contract authority from the Highway Trust Fund for the fiscal year of 1999 through 2001. This would be used for the completion of all the phases, but they could also be used for the final design and engineering construction activities. Selected project for the 55 million for the congression made available the 15 million in the fiscal year of 1999, 15 million for the fiscal year of 2000, 25 million for the fiscal year 2001. Authorization appropriation 950 million. Also, the Highway Trust Fund has been authorized for the appropriated for the Maglev deployment program fiscal year of the 2000 through 2003 of 950 million, 200 million authorized to be appropriated for the fiscal year of the 2000 and 2001, 250 million fiscal year of 2002 and 300 million fiscal year of 2003. Any decision proceed with the possible federal funding of the construction of the Maglev system will be contingent upon the receipt of the operations upon completion with the appropriate environmental documentation. B. Other federal funds, section 322, title 23, to provide for the portion of the Maglev project not provided covered from the Maglev funds may be covered with any of the non-federal funding sources, including private debt or equity, state, local, regional, other public, private, and beneath them as well as the federal approved the STP, CMAQ funds other than form of the financial assistance and made available under the Title 23 and the TEA 21. Such loans are loan guarantees. C. The cost incurred by the advance cooperative agreement. The certain cost incurred by the advance of the execution of the cooperative agreement between the FRA and the grantor of the pre-construction planning after the enhancement of the TEA 21 June 8, 1998 will eligible the reimbursement but such costs are allowable only with the extent that they are otherwise allowable under the terms of the fully executed cooperative agreements. 268.7 Federal, state, and share restrictions of the use of the federal megalith funds. The federal share with the federal share full project for costs shall be not more than 2/3, with the remaining 1/3 with the pay with the grant recipient with the non-federal funds. The federal funds may be available under the STP or QMAQ and answer the non-federal funds for the purpose of the matching requirements. Restriction on the use of the federal maglev funds. Federal maglev funds may be applied with eligible project costs. Federal maglev funds provided with the pre-construction planning granting may be used only with the Phase 2 activities of the completion of the site-specific draft of the EIS. See 268.3. Federal maglev funds may be used to pay only for the 2/3 of the pre-construction plan with the cost of the grant, with the recipient pay the remaining of the 1/3 of the cost of the non-federal funds. The prevailing wage is required with the requirements of Davis B. Act of Title 40 U.S. Standard Code 276A, 276A. 5. Apply for any of the construction contract of the deployment program. So Part B, Procedures and Financial Assistance.